Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy Antonio. Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks. Welcome back, man. Episode 140 of Brick Shots U. It's me, Antonio, again. Matt always has his obligations. Chris is taking a little bit of a break, which everybody deserves. This week, we're going to talk about Week 11, Texas versus Florida, Georgia Ole Miss, Colorado Texas Tech. That's going to be a great one to watch. Bama LSU, and even the Holy War, BYU and Utah. We'll talk about A&M's getting upset. We'll even dive into a little bit of the Ohio State-Penn State game. Then we're going to talk about this week's matchups. Baltimore and Cincinnati play tomorrow. Tonio and I will have the reel out for you guys also. Lions-Texans for Sunday night. Going to be a great game. We talk about the Cowboys still sucking. Jets get a dub. And then we'll have our reactions to Kansas City-Tampa Bay overtime game, Detroit dominating Green Bay, and then Baltimore and Denver game. But first, Tonio, we're going to talk about the college football playoff ranking.
Let's get into it.
Absolutely. So what was your initial reaction, Tonio? I'm going to pull it up now. But what was your initial reaction to what we saw?
Ass list.
Ass list. So
Ass
as we got it out for the fans, what's missing? Are you crazy? What are we missing right now?
I just didn't. I get it, bro, but I don't think BYU should be number 4. I'm not saying they shouldn't be in there. Don't get me wrong. Notre Dame is in there. Don't know why. Every year we get shout out to y'all know who, y'all 3, Frank, Richie, Mitch. Shout out to y'all.
For you guys.
Y'all suck ass every year. It's like, bro, y'all lost to fucking what was it, Tennessee
Northern
State
Illinois.
or Northern Illinois. Come on, bro. Why the fuck am I gonna put you up against Penn State, bro? Penn State should beat the shit out of them. Should. And James Franklin will save his legacy because I didn't beat Ohio State. We'll talk about that later, but beat shit out of Notre Dame. Or let's just say they fall down and they had to play whatever Power 4 school that they let in. Well, I got faith that Power 4 school will beat Notre Dame's ass too. I don't want to see that. And I just, I don't know, bro. I think they tried, but they couldn't. They were trying to do this, bro, so they wouldn't have as many SEC teams in there, Billy. But you see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. 100%.
And depending on, I'll raise you one. Depending on, because I don't think people are gonna say I'm just, being a fan, but if our defense comes to play this Saturday, Georgia's on upset alert, Billy.
Absolutely. We'll get into that.
We're gonna be the best offense they play. So now, do you not let Ole Miss in? Like, are we not letting them in? Where's Ole Miss at this?
13?
LSU, yeah, they 13. Does LSU sneak back in there? It's a lot of ifs, Billy, and I get it. We know, and we don't have to break it down, but we know, and I know you hate it, and you hate admitting to it, but we know why the fuck they made these playoffs, Billy. Hey, man, SEC don't won it 10 years in a row, bro. Y'all can throw something at them to get them. That's why. But I think, I'll give it to them. First of all, we got the sorriest committee. College has a sorriest committee at picking shit. They got it wrong a lot of times. And I think this year that committee is new, or last year it's a newer committee, right? Or is it coming up?
It's a new committee now.
Yeah, so they got Condoleezza Rice off there, so it's a little better. Because the teams in there not wrong, the placement kind of wrong. I just don't think I get it, and they're having an outstanding year. But the only people they beat the shit out of was Kansas State, and that's BYU. So you mean to tell me BYU gonna go in here and play these powerhouses just like they played Kansas State? Absolutely not.
We just lost to Houston.
That's what I'm saying. So it's I I feel like it's a setup for them to fail, bro. And I get it. I get it because they might be doing it so they'll be like, hey, you see, we let them in and they didn't produce. And now we don't have to let them in again. We don't have to get a power 14 or not.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to bring it back up just to kind of show everybody what's kind of going on. I get your hate for BYU. I do understand it.
I'm not hating. They deserve to be there. I'm not hating. I just don't think they should be number 4.
But you got to remember
that means they have a bye, Billy. So we're gonna wait all the way until the second round for them to get destroyed when we could have had like a better team in there.
But that's how these playoffs are going to work. If they win the Big 12, your Power 4 conferences, you get a bye if you win that division.
So let me ask you this. Let me raise you one because you was arguing with me about it, but I think every day I'm looking smarter and smarter for these dudes can make the playoffs pick with Colorado, Billy. Now, I think if Colorado keeps winning, bro, now and they see because they're second right now in the Big 12. Shout out to Butler, he owed me money. Just want to let him know. Everybody was like, "How many wins?" I think you might owe me some Fago too, Billy. I feel like I said I took the over on Colorado, and he was like, "I got them 5 wins," and I was like, "Nah, they gonna get 6 or 7, bro." So we got to go find that tape.
My convictions with Colorado, I think with the way I view Colorado, I like them so much. I don't want to be the guy that overhypes them. I don't want to be part of the chain that is getting criticized for overhype. I think I set my expectations lower for Colorado, so when they overachieve my expectations, I can be a little happier.
So, and I get that, but I was just a realist, Billy. Like, we seen where they had problems at. Trenches.
And they
fixed it. Like, offensively and defensive back-wise, Billy, and offensive back-wise, they didn't have, or offensive receiver-wise, they still got one. Yeah, my fault. I was for the fans, bro. They got the best quarterback in the country. Like, that's apparent. And they got the best player in the country. That was there. But they also had, bro, Jimmy Horn's probably one of the fastest receivers. Adding LeJohntay Western and fuck his name going.
Can LeJohntay go in the first round?
8 touchdowns on the year for 835 yards. I can make somebody a real happy slot receiver, bro. No drops. I don't think he has no drops on the season, bro.
No, he had that big one on third down against Baylor right before they won. Remember that third down throw?
That wasn't LeJohntay, bro. That was Will Shepherd.
Was it?
Will Shepherd. LeJohntay was the one that came back and be like, "Yeah, throw it up. I got you." Hail Mary. That was him.
Okay.
So, he having a season, and apparently at FAU last year, he was their number 1. So
no, he led the country in catches. Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, people looking for that. So yeah, and because that hate that college has for NCAA or for Deion, the NFL does not have the hate. They love Deion.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, Deion telling these boys, "Hey, man, y'all might suffer some, hate while you're in college, but I got you. Trust me, and let me lead you." We'll probably have him because not just LeJohntay could go first round, but the other cornerback. Preston Hodge, they have him ranked as a number 1, a first round cornerback, and he got it, bro. So, I think so. But the BYU argument is the most stickle one for me, other than Notre Dame, because I still don't think it's fair for Notre Dame to be just ranked so high. And they're independent, bro. So they get to pick who they play. They don't, like.
Do you not have any value in that Texas A&M win on the road? 0. You don't have any value in that.
Nah, I don't, because Texas A&M was getting it together, bro. And now, aside from the upset we'll talk about, from a really good team because they've been in every game they played.
Yeah.
SEC is just really good, Billy.
Yeah.
But like you said, if they would have had the quarterback that they had in now, they would have beat the shit out of Notre Dame.
Probably, yeah. But he did. That was the first time we've seen Marcel Reed struggle. There was a couple times they went for it on fourth down that I didn't like. There was a couple play calls that I wasn't a fan of. But I'm going to go back to the rankings real quick, Tonio.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I think the committee got it as close as you can get it. The only, like you said, that Notre Dame, I would put Boise State at 10, and I would have probably, it would be Ole Miss, A&M, or LSU at 12. That's just me. And I'm a hater of the SEC, but that's honestly what we have to break it down to, because A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss all have these hard losses in the SEC. You can say what you want about the Ole Miss Kentucky loss. That's a great defense.
I got a good defense, but
that's it.
Play call. You know how I feel about that. I should have won that game.
Right.
But yeah, it's a hard loss, Billy.
Right.
The SEC is getting way better. The NIL money, like
it's coming from everyone. Vanderbilt's great. Vanderbilt's a good football team. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They not Vanderbilt of old. Like that Alabama loss, it's not looking so bad for Alabama because they're playing everybody good as fuck.
No, 100%. Right. And with Alabama at 11, I'm pulling it back up. With Alabama at 11, I'm okay with that. Honestly, with the two losses Alabama has, I wouldn't be upset if you have them at 6 and you have Texas at 11, because Texas has played one team, Georgia, and they lost that game.
Yeah.
They're going to play a Florida game.
They got their ass whooped.
Right. And they're about to play a Florida, and that was at home. They're going to play a Florida game, and they got them on the road, or excuse me, they got them at Austin. I think Florida might be able to do something. They had Georgia on the ropes for 3 whole quarters, and Georgia just ended up
and Vandy had Texas on the ropes. It was not, bro. I think I get it, bro. First 6 games, hey, Texas it.
They were number one.
Like you said, bro. Texas ain't back. They still got to recruit SEC wise. They were still recruiting Big 12.
Yeah. Great team still, great roster.
Yeah, for sure. And they definitely got a future. Arch ain't sorry, but he finna incur a lot of fucking hits if Sark can't get those offensive linemen, defensive linemen that they need over there, bro. So I'm not mad at it. I like what you said with Texas, because, bro, who pull it up again? Who's so looking at the brackets, bro? Alabama beat the shit out of Texas, I think.
Absolutely.
I think because you can pull it down. Where Georgia lacks an offense at all, Alabama got one.
Yeah.
So along with being able to play defense, so it's like, all right.
I will say for Georgia, or excuse me, for Alabama, well, Alabama and Georgia, they have played the hardest SEC schedules of this year so far. And especially now with Georgia having to play Ole Miss, I'm not saying fair, but this isn't fair. Georgia's playing all these teams. And I think it's in Austin, right?
Yeah, bro. Bro, I thought about, like, bro, if I didn't have to work, I was going to drive down there, bro. Just like, hey, bro.
Last time you were in Mississippi, hold on. Last time you were in Mississippi, what happened?
I didn't go to the game. And they lost.
So we got to hit it at the Texas. What matchup are you looking forward to the most? Is it Ole Miss and Georgia just because you're a fan, or is it the Colorado Texas Tech game that can get pretty good?
So my fandom, I'm like you sometimes, bro. I get nervous to watch the games because I feel like, fuck, bro. If I'm watching this game, they not gonna perform right in front of me. But I'm gonna go Ole Miss Georgia, bro, because of the what it'll do for Ole Miss. Because if we win, then we back in the top 10 for sure. Like, if we back in the top 10, and now Ole Miss gets to play like Notre Dame or something, and then I can talk shit to Mitch them for years to come because we murdered them. But I'm excited for this Colorado journey, bro, because it's Shedeur them last year, and like, bro, I just want them to win out and get Miss Peggy to a big bowl game. Because she like 100 years old, and she's still like a big Buffs fan. But I'm going Oxford. I'm going Ole Miss because I know Walt Hemingway's gonna be rocking. I wish I could be there. It's gonna be a crazy weekend in Oxford, bro. Like win, lose, or draw, and I think a loss might not be as bad as it seems. If we go in there and we lose by like 2 points, I don't know. It might send us to like 15, bro, but it's still ways that we can get in there because, bro, Oregon still pull it back up. Oregon still got to play more teams. Then they got to go to their championship game where that might not be easy.
And I think Ohio State would beat them the second time.
Yeah, Georgia going to have to play either Ole Miss or Bama or somebody again. So that's another loss that they can incur.
And Tennessee still has to play Georgia too. I think Tennessee can fall off out of this if they lose again.
And BYU gonna have to play one of these the Big 12 ain't looking as bad as people thought, bro. It's like a 4-way tie for second place. And then Iowa State just lost. So it's like, all right, bro, but we can come back this week and beat BYU. Like BYU still got, and BYU could just get demolished by fucking Utah this week.
Yeah. So and then what do you do? Because now you have that fourth spot, that bye week, sitting there for the Big 12, sitting at the top. Let's say I know we'll get into it right now. Fuck it. Colorado, Texas Tech. What if Texas Tech wins? Now Texas Tech is in first place.
Number 2.
Oh, they would be number 2. Excuse me. Yeah. But then they play BYU in the championship game. Let's say they win. Now you have Texas Tech on a bye. Like that's
so kind of it's a lot. It's a lot of craziness, bro. And since we talking about BYU, we talking about matchups now. This one was for you, Billy. I've seen it, and I was like, damn, Billy used to tell me about this dude.
Oh, you have to hit play on it?
I think so. We having technical difficulties. What's going on? Maybe not, Billy.
Here. Oh, you pulled it back up.
Because I know Joey and I know they felt like they were going to go in there and do what they did, and they did. Tremendous friend of mine, Texas Tech. I love him. I loved him ever since he was at Cedar Hill. You got to understand, man, Joey at Cedar Hill and probably all ethnic team area, and he was dominant, won state titles, well respected in the community, well respected amongst his peers. He was like the grand poobah or the magna cum laude of the district of coaches. He ran everything, man. And when we needed 7-on-7 games, he gave them to us when we couldn't find anybody to play at certain points in time. But he was always upstanding and forthright, going to the Under Armour All-American games, watching him get after it, watching him coach at extreme level. And he sent a plethora, I don't know how many young men that he's responsible for getting and assisting them to get to college from the team that he had at Cedar Hill. I was over there, got to know him because my son Bucky played in his organization, and just a pillar of consistency, commitment, and he was a dog. Like Joey, what you see is what you get. He don't mince words. He's straightforward. He keep it 100, and I consider him a true friend and someone I could call and lean on to understand how this college thing works at sometimes, because I'm still new to this, although I'm true to this. I still need him and various coaches at times to lean on, but I'm sure he's going to have those young men ready, and I can't wait to see him and hug his neck. Usually I don't really get down like that with other coaches for the game, but I'm definitely going to look him up to try to embrace him with him, because it's going to be fun. I'm just happy that I'm getting the opportunity to be on that stage with a man that I've respected for quite some time. Let's get it on.
So I thought that clip, Billy, because for the fans that's just getting here, Billy was Coach McGuire's starting quarterback at Cedar Hill, and I didn't know until the night that Billy actually played with Bucky, which is really cool. He just like, yeah, I played with Bucky. So he's been a star. But just to hear you tell those stories, Billy, and then somebody like Dion to come and just bring whatever all you said full circle was dope. And I was like, man, let me play this for Billy, bro.
No, and that was a great clip. It's such a great thing. It's hard for me, like, I don't want to like tear up on the show or anything, but it's such a great thing to see a man like Joey McGuire who deserves these wonderful things said about him. Great man, great coach. Obviously, I didn't get to the levels that Joey was kind of pushing me towards, and you know how he was gonna help me get better and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. Great coach. I think a lot of what Dion said was wonderfully perfect. Joey was always that guy. He, you know, hey coach, let me get some extra reps, and he'd be like, oh yeah. And he would stay out there with your position coach, with whoever you wanted to work on. He would be out there just watching, just to make sure, oh, this guy wants more reps. This guy wants this. One of my favorite stories about Coach McGuire. So we had football practice in fourth period, which is lunch period, right? So you had your whole hour because you know, that was your longest period of the day. And so we would have practice, and then our lunch was C lunch. So you had A, B, C lunch, right? And we would go make peanut butter sandwiches. So I didn't know there was a rule on how many sandwiches. So I made 3 sandwiches. You're only supposed to make 2. And so it was me and the offensive line coach and my defensive end coach. And Coach McGuire came in there, and he's just like, well, Bill, you don't need 3 of those things. And I'm just like, no, coach, I was going to skip lunch and watch film. And he's just like, all right, maybe you need 4 of them or whatever. And it was just such a cool thing. Because right after that, my offensive line coach, he was in there. He goes, yeah, you got to save that for the big boys or whatever the fuck he said. And I just remember being like, that was so cool, man. And then I go to watch film. I go sit down in the theater or whatever. And, you know, who's fucking sitting there watching film on his iPad is Joey McGuire. He's watching his own film, what he wants to watch. He let me have the TV to watch my film that I was trying to watch. And it was just, it sounds minuscule, you know, being there, but when I was there, it was like the biggest thing in the world. Like, I was just some shitty kid. I wasn't very good. I was just trying to be as best I could. And he really brought that out of you. And it's just so cool to see him get his praises that he's supposed to get.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. And I like that, bro. You can tear up, bro. We men still. It don't matter, bro. Men get them up. We got daughters. It's hard. Yeah. But that's hard. So let me ask you a difficult question, Billy.
Yeah.
This matchup, how do you see? Well, tell me this. Tell me where Texas Tech has the advantages, and then tell me where they have the disadvantages, and I'll do the same.
So Texas Tech's advantages is going to be that fast Tennessee style offense that Kitley runs, right? I think Colorado hasn't played anyone with that style of offense, and I think Texas Tech has a big advantage in that, especially in the first half. Maybe in the second half, depending on how tired they are. If Travis is running both sides, that defensive side where he's going to be a little more worn out than he's used to being. And I think that's where Texas Tech might be able to take an advantage, because now when he's on the offensive side, he's going to be a lot more tired than you're thinking. And I think that's where Texas Tech can take advantages. And it's in Lubbock. That crowd is wild. You can say what you want. It's Texas Tech. It's a small pro. No, they love football down there. And Joey's going to have those boys ready to play.
Well, that's what Dion says. So let me give you the advantages for Colorado, I think. 3 or more seconds, Texas Tech, I don't see them getting back there a lot. 3 or more seconds, I think that their secondary gets shredded. We just said it earlier. These people, with, like I said, the offensive line holding up, and Texas Tech doesn't blitz as much. So giving Shedeur time and dropping 8, it has proven to be
Not good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many you drop. He just like, all right, I'm gonna find him, and he does. Last week or week before last, we seen Arizona not blitz a lot, and they had 8 back in coverage.
Yeah,
and shredded them for 331. 338. Right? Yeah, 338. So
It was bad.
and
Whatever it
3
was. Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
And the run game for Colorado against Arizona was good.
Yeah, 100 last two games been 120 yards rushing plus for Colorado. But I think that's where that might hurt Texas Tech not blitzing either, because now, Billy, you gotta think, and I know you don't know because you never was big enough, but I play on offensive line, Billy. Coffeyville, bro, my senior year, bro, we rushed for 4,000 yards on the ground. I know that sounds like minuscule to a Texas team because y'all probably got backs doing that shit by themselves in the season, but running the wing T and having almost two 1,000-yard backs and a quarterback that rushed for 987 yards. That's crazy, Billy. I know. And then we had multiple backs that would come in for them backs and they would get their yards, bro. Like we had 3 backs over 500 yards. Like we were running the fuck out that ball, bro. So offensive line's confidence, every time you like, damn, we moving this bit. Well, my confidence gets up. I don't care how sorry I am for real. Like if I see first down, we get I keep telling you, Billy, I always say, hey, you give me 3-3-yard downs, that's a first down, Billy. Because one of them times you're gonna get that fourth with that extra lean or a favorable spot. So if I see on first down, we run the ball, we come out running, and we get 4 yards. Oh yeah, I think we can destroy these people on the line of scrimmage. I don't care; they might get 1 sack. So I think that's where the confidence where Colorado is now, because hey, bro, we done got over that hump of 4 wins. Now we at 5. Now we at 6. Oh, actually, we kind of good. Let's do that. And defensively, they still top 7 in the country, bro. With second half scoring. So yeah, if Texas Tech don't come out hitting them in the mouth in the first half with that explosive offense, then I think we're gonna be in for a burn. And I think it rests solely on what Shedeur can do with his offense. If the offense ain't moving, then they lose because their defense come out rocking. That fast tempo jump. Do y'all have a rushing quarterback or a running quarterback as well?
Yes and no. It's like a pick your spot rushing quarterback.
Yeah. See, if he's not full time, that's the only thing that's hurt him. This year is like quarterbacks that like to run.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, when they played KJ Jefferson, like one of the best rushing quarterbacks, he didn't have his way, but he was doing some damage.
All those 4th down stops in the red zone was kind of what helped Colorado get over that.
Yeah, for sure. But he had one where he just was like, hey, you two look, and pow. But they've been playing, like, then they go to Fafita in Arizona. They go to the guy in Kansas State, like, back-to-back. Avery Johnson, back-to-back rushing quarterbacks. And you seen, like, hey, that's like our Achilles heel. But if we don't got a full rushing quarterback, then, yeah. So it just depends on Colorado stopping the run game. Because I disagree with you on the Travis thing, because I think where he'll be tired, we'll see him slack on offense, but it won't hurt him because they got Will Shepherd, Jimmy Horn, LeJounte, all of that. And I've yet to see a matchup this year because LeJounte's at slot where they had a good matchup on LeJounte.
Yeah.
Like, yet to see it. And I think Shedeur has found that out in these last few games. Like, oh, well, I know Travis is my safety blanket, but I can also go to this dude because both of them have and for the first time in Colorado history, 8 touchdowns apiece. So
let me ask you more of a personal question, not a matchup question. Do you ever find yourself kind of rooting for Tech a little bit because of my ties?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm like, man, it's just gonna be a good game. That's why I'm just like, because we can jump into it. Ole Miss, Georgia. That's the next matchup we're talking about, bro. That's gonna be my favorite game. And I'm tell you why I think we could upset Georgia. It's not that Georgia's defense will never fall off as long as Kirby's there, because he's gonna recruit really, really good defensive players, and it started on that defensive line. Didn't get his name. The dude that caused all that havoc, and we were supposed to get it, but I forgot. The dude that wreaked all that havoc in fucking Texas, number 13, defensive end.
Mikael Williams.
Yes,
Michael Williams.
he's there, and he's gonna make his presence known.
Oh yeah.
Now, where I'm hoping that Lane, because I've seen Jackson Dart be really stiff at times this year compared to him. Like, hey, bro, ain't nobody open fast enough. Let me get 20 yards on the scamper, because he can do that. That's what I'm hoping, because he's gonna have to, Billy, or we're gonna take a lot of sacks this week. So I'm hoping that pocket, if it collapses, he's like, oh yeah, bro, I'm athletic. Let me get out of here and at least get 2 to 3 yards instead of taking a 13-yard sack.
So while you're on that, I just wanted to say the Arkansas game, you guys just blew the fucking doors off them. And I think Dart, he was sitting there in that pocket. He didn't have to think about running. And I think that might be kind of bad for you guys if he has to think about it, because he's out there, he's throwing darts. No pun intended. He's throwing these guys open. Who's your receiver? Quinn.
What? Why I want to say Williams. I want to say Williams. Damn, is that his name? Quinn Williams. I know we got Trey Harris. Is it Quinn Williams?
I think it's Quinn Williams, right?
I want to say, yeah.
Him getting open like that, is that going to happen on those Georgia corners like that? And Jackson's going to be able to sit back there and just sit and wait and throw them darts. But again, no pun intended. But the thing is, with him, what if you have 2 picks early? Is he going to be able to kind of overcome that, or is he going to put too much on himself to kind of try to get them over that hump and play it? Because if you look at the losses you guys have, it's Kentucky, that solid defense that doesn't give up. You have the LSU good defense. That linebacker core was was absolutely ready for them. Excuse me. Dart was taking a lot of sacks, and I think that gets to him faster than some of these other quarterbacks in college football. And I think that's where we kind of have an Ole Miss kind of getting in trouble. But it's at home, so maybe Jackson's a little more comfortable. And real fast, Tonio, all the hate he was getting for fucking being a college kid at a damn Halloween party. I don't know if you were one of the haters, but Jesus, man. The kid is a kid, bro. He's just at college. Let him go to a fucking Halloween party, dude. What? Oh, well, he was in game the next day. Okay. Just because you're don't mean he can't fucking wake up and just be like, all right, got a game today. Here we go.
See, bro, Ole Miss, I didn't even hear about that. So
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't. But I don't know, man. I think the NIL opened up a lot of scrutiny, and they getting paid, so they got to take it. But, yeah, bro, at the end of the day, they still, like, kids, bro, for real.
Yeah,
like,
kids, dude, yeah.
Bro, I'll go to a Halloween party, bro. Even if I got work. We had work the next day. Like, I would have been fucked up at work the next day, just out there.
You just show up, yeah.
Shit, yeah. But like, hey, yeah, you drunk? Yeah, I am. But I came to work. You know what the fuck?
It was on time.
Yeah, I was here. So I think, Billy, instead of watching last week's tape, I think we have to go back to where we had a lot of sacks. We got to go back and watch Kentucky's tape. We got to go back and watch LSU's tape to be like, hey, Jackson, you can't do this, especially against these people, because these are the elites. Like, their defense wins them games because their offense is obsolete. But let me talk about that side of the ball before I get to rant too much and we stay on Ole Miss too long. That is where I think we got to hang our hat on, Billy. Our defense has been really good this year compared to previous years where you had me talk the fucking 3-2-6. What the fuck is that? But you've heard me shit on our defense for years. And like in the clip, bro, like in the clip that we'll play later, bro, you heard what Coach said. Hey, they were terrible up front. We were just like a worse version or a better terrible version of Colorado. Like in the trenches, we can match up against the little SEC teams, but dog, where the 5 stars go and roam at is Georgia and Alabama. We gotta play them. But now we can match that. Our fucking defensive tackle, Piggies, bro. I want to see him run a touchdown and get like 4 sacks Saturday, bro. And Carson Beck just sorry enough to do it.
The coveted number 38. I didn't know that was a thing for Ole Miss until last week. I thought that was really cool. The story behind the number 38. If you guys don't know it, go ahead and look it up. I'm not going to explain it here because we will talk about Ole Miss for 40 minutes.
Yeah, we will, bro. I don't know how people don't know about Chucky, but hey, man, that's the little head that they rub or the little monument that they run when they go out in the game. I think Chucky might have a statue in the Grove as well. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I don't
I
know
know
if
it's
we talked about it or not. Yeah.
I know it's one right there. Right there before we walk out. But I think that Billy, that's where we win this game. Defensively. If our defense but we gotta score. Let me clarify that. Our defense needs to score once, Billy.
Okay.
At least once. And we definitely for sure win this game. And it doesn't have to be, I don't think it'll be a blowout by far. I think it goes down to the wire unless we can't move the ball. And our wide receiver, Quinn Williams, played for the Jets. That's who, I don't know how we got that dude mixed up, but I think you was thinking about Aiden Williams.
Was it Aiden Williams?
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. All right, so we got two. Sorry, John. So let's go. We got two more SEC matchups to talk about real quick. But let's go. We're gonna go BYU Utah. Are we worried about BYU getting upset here, Tonio?
Bro, and I know we don't do that. But where is the game?
I think it's in Utah.
Hey, bro. In the words of Matt, bro, like, shout out to him getting people in the country or getting people in the Navy or whatever. Bro, quit that shit. We got a show to do. That Utah crowd is not one for the, hey, we gonna lose here.
Yeah. Not having a great season this year, though.
They're not, bro. But I just the quarterback that they said, another quarterback that they said was gonna be better than Shedeur has been benched, I think. So maybe behind him, they playing better. But I do think that BYU should be on upset alert, bro, because they played a lot of close games. Am I tripping?
No. I don't think you're tripping at all. I think they barely got out of an Oklahoma State. They should have lost that game. I think the Kansas game was close. The Kansas State game was close. But, hey, you're getting dubs. You're getting dubs. They barely beat SMU, but that was in SMU. And they're looking great. They're on the outside looking in at number 13 in the ACC. Number 13 in the country. They're in the ACC. That's what I was trying to say. But I don't want to spend too much time on BYU. If they get upset, they get upset. And I think Iowa State goes to the number 1 seed, but I think BYU might still have it, even if they lose. But let's talk about Texas, Florida. As Billy Napier saved his job, close game against Tennessee. If DJ Lagway doesn't get hurt, do they beat Georgia? And now we're talking about Billy Napier staying. What do you think?
I wanted to come and tell you that you were correct. Billy Napier has saved his job, and it helped him boost him that somebody else was way sorrier in Florida this year. So they'll definitely beat the shit out of them, or they already beat the shit out of them, right? Wait.
Who? Oh, Florida State. Nah, they played last game of the season. Yeah, they're going to beat the shit out of him. They're going to be like, well, we could be worse. Could have that guy. So, yeah, Billy Napier found his stride. They've been in a lot of close games. Because I don't think going from where you was from, sending Anthony Richardson to the league, being terrible. Y'all was terrible then, and it kind of looked bad. Or Billy got to come out and say, hey, try to get him to stay. But y'all hyping. Wasn't me. I know what I had. He come out and say that, Billy, then he definitely solidifies his job. But I think they got to give him one more year because recruits are like, all right, bro, turn this sorry shit around. Maybe if I go out here and play, then we can show him something. Yeah. I think he definitely kept his job for sure. Kept his job. But I do think that who they play in LSU? Texas. Or Texas? I think they beat Texas. Okay. The only other SEC team that Texas
really just destroyed was fucking Oklahoma, bro. Like I said, Vandy played them really, really well.
Mississippi State was closer than people like.
Yeah. So
They're bad.
they're terrible. Like dog shit. I think Florida, bro, they're offensively, they'll give Texas everything they can't handle. Defensively,
What if DJ Lagway's hurt? I think they can't do shit.
if he's hurt, then it's a different story.
Okay.
But they still have more SEC recruits on that defensive line than Texas has. So, hey, if our defense, we've seen Texas lose to defense and defense alone, Billy.
Yeah. In the Georgia game got out of hand in the fourth quarter, but again, DJ wasn't there. Florida just really, really could not run the ball because they were stacking 8 in that box. Whoever that freshman was, number 13, I think he was. I think his last name was White. He could not move the ball at all against that Georgia defense, which makes sense. But DJ was having them on the fucking ropes, looking like an all-star. Excuse me. And I think if Florida goes for 2, they upset Tennessee in Tennessee. And I think that kind of changes the way they're looked at also. But let's go to another SEC matchup, Tonio. Bama LSU. At LSU, a night game. Brian Kelly, who you hate, is undefeated in LSU at night games. Does he get his first defeat tonight? Saturday night.
He does. Alabama's on the ropes. Nick Saban came in there and had a talk with him. We seen what the fuck they did. Like they went out there, it was like, y'all think we asked? Yeah, y'all won't get past the 50. Let me show y'all. Cause bro, like I said, bro, Nick was embarrassed on game day talking about Alabama. He was like, and then he was like, hey, I'm gonna be at practice. What the fuck are y'all doing out here?
Hey, and game day is going to be at LSU this time. So we're going to see a big here because he got a natty for him, but then he goes to Alabama and wins 6. Like, what do you – I'm excited to see that on game day. That's something I'm pretty stoked about.
So it's like I just I think Alabama definitely 100%, bro. 100% wins that game.
Okay, let's say Alabama loses. Let me pull up our bracket one more time. Let's say Alabama loses to LSU. Do you swap Alabama and LSU and put a LSU at 11?
You have no choice.
Okay, because I believe LSU's 15th, Ole Miss is 13th. I think A&M is 14th. No, LSU's 14th. Wait. Yeah, I don't know the rest of the rankings. But if that's how you think that game's going to play out, let's do Ohio State, Penn State. Did we just – I think we both just said, I don't know if James Franklin has it.
I can't say the game was too close for it to say that he didn't have it. 1 or 2 plays just didn't go their way, Billy. And it's like, it was a tight game. It wasn't like, oh, we Ohio – like the years of old where it's like, oh, we Ohio State, we're going to beat y'all by 35. And then y'all just go – It was a way better game. So I
disagree with you on that a lot. Hold on. I know you got one more thing to say, but they were up 10-0, Tonio, in the first quarter, and they only scored 3 more points the rest of the game. That's not good. You don't have it. Your coaching staff doesn't have it. I'm sorry. Your players, I don't know if they're just if you're being out recruited by Ohio State for sure. You're being out recruited by Michigan. Maybe next year you play better than them. You're being out recruited by Dan Lanning in Oregon. You might be getting out recruited by USC. I know USC's on a down year, but I think they got a lot of young kids. So I just don't know. Penn State just is not going to have it. Go ahead.
Oh, when I ask a USC question after this, maybe. I mean, and maybe you're right, bro. Like maybe them motherfuckers just not it, bro. But I don't know. I think. Of course, you're gonna get out recruited by Michigan, Ohio State. Bro. Now you bringing Oregon in there, definitely gonna get out recruited with them just because of uniforms alone. Y'all got that white out shit that nobody give a fuck about. And it's just like, all right, this is where we at. This is where we at right now. But now I can't say that they don't got it, bro. Because you go up 10-0 and it's like you took your foot off the gas because defensively you thought you was okay and that you wasn't.
Yeah.
But I don't think they just asked, bro. I don't think
I guess
so.
two things can be true.
Yeah.
Let's go to an upset. South Carolina over an A&M. We kind of touched on it, so maybe we don't got to stay on it as long. Does A&M still have a chance to make it into that bracket?
It just depends on their how they schedule ends. Because you gotta think about it, Billy. They gonna beat Texas, bro. Texas is sitting at number 5 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we at, bro. Because A&M got New Mexico State left, Auburn, and Texas. It's almost no way for them to stay out of the bracket, Billy, unless they self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna beat the shit out of New Mexico State. Auburn don't got it.
Looks bad.
Texas, number 5 Texas versus number 15. If I'm the number
But
15,
you just said, hold on, but you just said if Texas loses to Florida, they're not going to be 5th.
they still gonna be in top 10. They're not gonna fall all the way out.
Okay.
You think they will?
I think they should because that's
I mean,
not
they should, Billy. But we definitely got to get into politics. That first year of the playoffs, we on this Texas money with this Texas network in the playoffs, bro. The 12-team playoffs to promote it.
Just came
now,
to SEC. They had an easy SEC schedule.
Yeah, bro. So it's like they play Florida, Arkansas, Texas.
What if they lose all 3 of those games? They lose to Florida, they lose to Arkansas, and they lose to A&M. Does that help A&M get in there?
That's what I was about to say. And they got to play Kentucky, bro.
Oh shit! They got 4 games left.
Yeah, I don't know, Billy. Now that's I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna change a lot. Because if they lose them games, then it's like, damn, they beat Texas, but shit, Texas lost to fucking Arkansas. Maybe not, Billy. It just depends, bro. Because you still got. Because now you get into.
Does a 3-loss Texas team sneak in?
They shouldn't.
Does a 3-loss Alabama team sneak in?
Yeah, it's Alabama. It's Alabama, and we already seen it before. We already seen it
Got it
before.
last year, and Georgia got out. That is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. But they got in with Nick Saban, bro. So Nick Saban ain't there, bro.
Does he get the pass with the brand?
Nah, I don't think he does. I don't think he does, bro. But while we on South Carolina, Billy, I want to just start doing more stuff like this for the fans, man, the people that be watching. We got the feel good
Friday
video of the week. And this is for that South Carolina upset on Texas A&M. Thought this was really dope, and I really like this song. So yeah.
Come on up here, Em. All right. She's got a birthday coming up this week. All right. So it's a great birthday for her. Great birthday present. I told my kids all week that if we won this football game, all right, I was going to do a little celebration for her here in the locker room. Right. I'm going to need y'all's help. We ain't singing happy birthday. Don't think it's that. All right. I know y'all sing this song at practice, so I'm going to need a little backup right here. Right. But this is her little birthday. Hit it, Big Mike.
I
Dude.
see you. Bro, that is
Right.
like that's the best part of sports, Billy. Because how do you see that and not be happy? Especially if you get down with Fantasia. Like, I know she's touched the hearts of a lot of people, bro. Yep. That was dope. They got the upset. And then it was his wife's birthday. And to see that, like, those are those moments that make a team upset teams like Texas A&M and play Georgia super close because they like, bro, look at Coach, bro. He like locked in with us, bro. And that's probably dope for his wife, bro. He reenacted the whole video. And that's all I saw, bro. That's how he felt about her for a birthday present. Now, the team embracing her too, it's gotta be hard.
That's always cool.
So yeah, man, that was our feel good for the week. Now on to the NFL, huh?
Absolutely. Now let's talk. Let's talk Baltimore, Cincinnati this week. Tomorrow, actually. Cincinnati's looked bad, but last time we played, it was very close. My heart was racing the entire game, and now tomorrow night, I got to stay up and watch this game and make sure that we get a dub because we cannot afford another loss. Lamar Jackson needs to play out of his mind like he does every week. It seems like we either blow teams out or we lose. I don't understand what's going on. Excuse me. But Lamar Jackson, people are saying Jared Goff for MVP, and I understand. That's why I wanted Matt here. But Lamar Jackson's your MVP. I'm sorry. Still.
I don't disagree with you at all. Jared Goff is definitely on his heels, though.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know who I was talking to about this. I think we was talking about like the mobility of quarterbacks, and I was telling people like to look at Joe Burrow. If he was more mobile, then he would be the most dangerous man in the league probably. But he ain't, and he like to sit in the pocket, and their offensive line is ass still. So he just get hit a lot, get hurt a lot. Cincinnati is going to be in for the ride of their life because Jamar Chase leaving this year. T. Higgins gone. Still ain't got no offensive line, so it's just going to be Joe there. Bro. Defense done fell off a little bit. So
yeah, it looks bad. That defense looks bad.
I think that the Ravens get a really convincing win here to let people know, like, yeah, bro, we still good. Like,
we lost to the Browns and the Raiders, Tonio.
Don't matter.
Okay.
You're supposed to take L's, really. It ain't like y'all got the refs paid off like another city with Kermit as a quarterback. It ain't like y'all doing that. Y'all spend that bread. That's what them fucking Harbaugh brothers known for anyway, ain't it? Well, one of them, you know. You might as well get on the good foot, bro. But I think y'all beat the shit out of them. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I think that Jamar has a game because y'all secondary, the most iffy secondary with some of the best players, which really baffles the fuck out of me.
We did just get Trey White on a trade from LA. Does that help us at all?
I think so. But I'm starting to think that y'all got like terrible fucking DB coaches or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why the fuck y'all got like Alabama greats on y'all in y'all secondary, and he just look ass. And he ain't never looked ass before.
Bo Nix mossed the secondary last week. Like, what the fuck are we doing? But the Ravens desperately need a win here, Tonio. So just for the real sake, I'm going to ask you again. Tonio, so who do you got for Thursday night?
I have Baltimore beating the shit out of the Bengals.
I think the Ravens desperately need a win here. I think we pull it out. But if we lose, I am not shocked. I just want that to be clear. But let's go on ahead and go to the Lions-Texans match. That's on Sunday night. Finally, waiting all day for Sunday night. I actually enjoy whenever she asks me, and I actually have been waiting all day for Sunday night. So, as opposed to a Vikings-Colts game, no, Carrie.
I do want to say that in the power rankings, Baltimore is the 4th team. So I just think you're a panicky fan. But yeah.
We lost to the Raiders and the Browns, dude. I would not be surprised if the shitty Bengals also beat us.
Going back to the Texans, it's just Matt should be here to bask in this. But I just think the Lions, and according to NFL ranking, the Lions are the best team in football right now, bro.
Yes.
And it ain't close. It ain't close. Everybody, the Chiefs are 8-0, but they're getting there shittily. Like, it just went to OT with Tampa Bay last night. Or not last night, but Monday night.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay should have won that game. But, like I said, man, stripes on your side, you got to win. Bro. I think, and just hear me out. I know you don't believe in conspiracies, but I think they just want them to get this undefeated shit out the way, and then they'll just stop fucking with them.
So after the repeat, after undefeated, Andy Reid retires, they're like, all right, you got it.
Yeah.
I can see that. Andy Reid's nicer to the media than Bill. I can see
for sure.
Conspiracy-wise, I pick up what you're putting down, but I think it's a little too hard. Todd Bowles should have went for 2, and we should have seen how that played out instead of going straight to overtime. It was raining. You had him down. You had him ready to go. You were down by 10 at one point. You came back. You did your thing. But Lions-Texans, let's get back to that. The Texans lost to the Jets, and I think this might be a Lions, I don't want to say a wake-up call, but they're going to get a C.J. Stroud game of his life. I feel like it's 400-yard, 4 tugs. I know he doesn't have his receivers who he needs, but I just think CJ just kind of takes this game over. That defense isn't a slouch defense. They played crappy. I just think this might be the Texans' time to kind of get that dub, because if they lose, now they're 5-5. Now they're back to 500.
Yeah.
I just don't think D'Amico Ryans lets his squad do that.
I don't think he got a choice. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to my boy from Houston. But the Lions just hot right now, bro. Like, everybody expected them to fall off. I think I even told Matt, y'all gonna be sorry as hell. Y'all should have won it this year. They not. They're not sorry as hell. Nope. And they're just finding ways to win every week. Some of them gritty wins, and some of them they just beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, they know how to win now. And Antonio, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think, man, the Lions are showing you, hey, there's a way to fucking go from shitty to good in this league. And the answer is not firing your coach when you don't do well. I think it's, okay, hey, you're building something here. We're going to try to get this together. We just gave away our quarterback. We got Jared Goff. We're not drafting QBs every 5 seconds. We're going to take a guy who they thought wasn't good enough, and we're going to make him our guy, and this is what we're going to do. I wonder if that kind of changes the landscape of the NFL a little bit. And I know last week we talked about QB development, and I think the Lions are showing you, like, hey, maybe you just need a seasoned veteran to kind of help you turn the tide. You need to draft very well. When they took Jack Campbell in the 2nd round, everybody was like, why would you take a linebacker so early? That was their guy. That's who they wanted. That's how you do it. And I think that's where the Lions are doing so well, and they're going to stay doing well, I think, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I think so. The offense is really, really good. I don't know how long you sustain the 1-2 punch of David Montgomery and Gibbs. Yeah, I feel like you're really gassy today.
I know.
I think that at some point you're gonna have to just get the keys to Jahmyr Gibbs and send David. Maybe not this year, but maybe this year. Maybe at the end of this year, you give him a nice severance package because it works. But where you gotta unleash that beast all game, bro. Jahmyr Gibbs,
100%.
Bro, he's it for them, bro. I don't know, but they'll get Aiden back next year and be better defensively. So they'll be able to get corners in this upcoming draft because they'll be really good, bro. But they'll still be able to get corners because I want to see if they had any drafts like where people when they was ass and people just traded them years ago and they still got them because they might be able to get a lot of shit to fix those holes that they have.
100%.
So yeah, yeah, the Lions gonna beat the shit out of the Texans. I'm sorry to say that, Dre. You still my dog, but that's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk enough about the Lions. But let's get into the Cowboys just for a second, Tonio. We don't have to beat a dead horse, but
hold on, Billy. Hold on, because big elephant in the room. So we'll address it. Last night, let me see. So last night, Billy, we had an election, and this is what the country voted, and I'm gonna put it up for the fans to see. This is how the country voted, and I also voted this way, Billy. The United States, with all 538 electoral votes, said that Jerry Jones was the worst GM in football. And I just, I agree, Billy. The country was in agreement. I don't know if you disagree with me. But yeah, that's how we voted last night. And I don't see black, white, Latino, Asian, like nobody in disagreement about that. And I think the country came together unified to make that decision, and it was a landslide across the board because that is why they asked, Billy. Also, this one was funny too. There's another video. I don't got no songs this week because I think Trap House Sports just was like, fuck, we suck. I can't even make up nothing. Because now he would have to do Drake's diss tracks to get. So yeah. This is what they said. The reason why the Cowboys was asked, because this is their coach. And that's Darvin McCarthy. So yeah. Darvin Hams made it to the Cowboys sideline, and they just asked, bro. Like they just asked. It's bad, and now Dak hurt, but they still won't get better. Micah out, like, bro. The negative shit that Chris be saying, shout out to Chris. It might be warranted, bro. Like, cause he's not the only one, bro. Like I told you, bro. Sco trolled me when Ole Miss lost to LSU about saying something nice about the Cowboys. But as a fan, how do you even say anything about them other than include Sco? I've seen everybody say fuck that, fuck Jerry Jones, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the organization, the stadium, the city, like everything. Fuck Arlington, bro. Like it's bad, bro. Like I don't.
So I always try to put myself in the shoes of, let's say, any dumpster fire team. It used to be the Raiders, the Browns, the Jets for a while, the Jaguars for a while. Just those bad teams, were bad, and they're just going to be bad, right? And I find myself thinking, if this is my team, let's say the Ravens are ran this way, and this is what's happening. There's no reason I'm going to watch every game still because I'm a fan, right? But what do you say? Nothing. We suck, and that's the end of it. There's nothing to say other than we suck. You're not going to fix it with an O-line. That's not what you're going to do. You're not going to fix it with an O-line and a secondary. That still doesn't help you. You're not going to fix it with an O-line, a running game, and a secondary. You're going to have to change the culture. You're going to have to change the quarterback, the running game, the O-line, the secondary. The linebackers ain't any good. They don't have a safety that's worth a fuck. And yes, we're talking about it because it is the Cowboys, but at the same time, they suck. That's the end. Now, Tonio, let's move on to some good teams. Detroit and Green Bay. We already loved up Detroit. We loved up Green Bay a little bit. They had lost this week. Excuse me. Did they lose?
Green Bay, yeah.
Right, they did lose, yeah. And we just talked them up last week. But I think it's a tough out for the Lions. I think this is a game that they're pressed. I'm not saying they lose, but excuse me. Yeah, they lost to the Lions. Excuse me. We weren't shocked about that. We were trying to talk Green Bay up last week.
I wasn't.
No, we talked good about them.
I said they wasn't sorry, but they were gonna get their ass whooped.
Oh, you did say that, huh?
Yeah. Because Christian, every quarterback that he picks, I want to do bad when they play.
That's right. We did do that. And then let's get to Kansas City. You want to talk about the refs, or did we already kind of cover Kansas City, Tampa Bay?
I mean, we kind of covered it, bro. Just it's and we not that show, but it's kind of blatantly obvious, bro. Like when that's what everybody's saying. It ain't really them making plays; it's them getting assisted and getting these 15 yards here, and that'll deflate anybody, especially the defense. Like, hey, bro, got this motherfucker on 3rd and 19, stop him. Now I just got a phantom penalty out of nowhere. Yeah, but come on.
Holding it was a bear. Like even Peyton was just like, I don't know if I call that. Oh man, it's just bad. It's just bad, dude.
And that's
you would think these refs would get together and be like, hey man, they're saying that we're helping out the Chiefs. You think be like, hey, if we got a chance to help them out, let's just to make sure they know we're not trying to help. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because
having it.
I every week, Billy. Some commentator that's played the game of football says the same shit. I don't know if I'm making that call. And it's always with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's always with the Chiefs. It's getting repetitive, but because I know they're really good. It's just, I don't know, man. I want to see how good they are against like one of these teams, the Eagles or the Lions or even Washington, with no calls,
right.
Bro. Or we call both. We call it. I get it, bro. Start the game all right, bro. Like these college games. Hey, we starting off. We calling everything, or we letting them go, and we letting them play. Real quick, while I'm talking about college, then we can go on. I really want them to review this targeting rule because I'm kind of tired of targeting every other play, bro. And people you talk to tackle with your head across the ball, and it's kind of hard every time to be like, and then make a tackle with your head up. It's kind of crazy, or not crazy because that's the right way to keep people from getting hurt. But I'm going to keep reiterating until the day that I die that we played the game, Billy. When you signed up, when you went to get them physicals, they was like, hey, it's potential that you can get fucking hurt. Right? And that's where we was at with that. So,
and then my daddy would be like, yep, here you go. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. So
we do and real quick before we brush this off, you're 100% right. There has to be some kind of, we're trying to protect the players, but at the same time, this is a game. We're playing at a speed that is going. You don't have time to say, I got to stop it. No, you're just trying to tackle, make the fucking play. Now, if it's somebody on the ground and you run in with your head, okay, sure. Yeah, let's call that targeting. But if it's a play over the middle, or if you're a backside safety just sprinting over there to make sure he doesn't go score a touchdown or make sure he doesn't get the first down, whatever you're trying to do, we're making a play. Like, let's throw that shit out. You're absolutely right. I'm crazy. I didn't think you were going to say that, so I wasn't ready for that. But absolutely, 100%, you're right.
Yeah.
Last topic of the week. The Baltimore-Denver game. Lamar Jackson, this is why he's the MVP to me right here. We always talk about his rushing ability. Da-da-da-da-da. He can throw the ball from the pocket, blah, blah, blah. But his rushing ability is always talked about first. This Denver game, -8 rushing yards. Didn't use his legs at all. All he did was just torch that fucking defense. Well, he has Derrick Henry. Da-da-da. Okay. How many times did Tannehill just fucking dice up a defense with Derrick Henry? What did Derrick Henry do with Malik Willis? Oh, shit, nothing. Okay. It takes a quarterback to sit there and be well and play well to give. How do we know Lamar's arm didn't give Derrick Henry that fucking opportunity to go get the fucking 100 yards again? 100-yard game, by the way. Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's wild. This offense, correct me if I'm wrong, this Ravens offense looks unstoppable. Now, again, say we lost against the Raiders and we lost against the Browns and we lost against the fucking Chiefs. But this offense looks unstoppable. I don't know how you say unstoppable and 3 losses in the same sentence, but I just did.
Well, it ain't your offense. It's your secondary. But you can say it.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's like Derrick Henry and Lamar was a match made, bro. I want to see them put in like some option shit just to make it more fun, bro. Just to be like, yeah, but let's just run a lot of read options or some speed options.
Pick which guy you're gonna go
bro. So as a defensive end linebacker, you on a fucking island. It's like, bro, you want me to get Lamar and then you want me to get Derrick Henry off the pitch.
Yeah.
But I can't come downhill full speed because Lamar could fake the defensive end out and then be gone.
Yep.
So then Derrick
it's
Henry
like that Paige Buvers for UConn when they played Iowa, whenever Caitlin Clark hit like a 50-point 50-foot 3-pointer, and Paige goes back to the huddle like, what do you want me? You want to go guard her at the logo? Like, what do you like? I'll never forget that. Just like, what am I supposed to do? I can see a defensive end just like looking like after he gets blown by or something, just like, what? Who was I supposed to take? Like, what did you want me to fucking do in this situation? Like, what?
Yeah. I just, I don't know, Billy. It's offensively, yeah. But if y'all defense has to hunker down for y'all to be that next level team, bro. Because like I said, if y'all call the plays right, like they're doing now, they flipped it, and I was happy that they fixed it like mid-season. Hey, bro, Derrick Henry don't like these side-to-side runs. Yes. Let me get in the backfield and come out the backfield and show you why I'm Derrick Henry.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Tom Buck being like, oh,
you said Derrick Henry had 100-yard rushing game?
Yes, that was his 100th.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's an insane stat. While we talking about running backs, show you the crazy clip of the week. We did the feel good clip. Let's show you the crazy one.
Try me in this bitch, he get slammed. Now they foot on your bitch with the slam. Stone cold in this motherfucker.
Billy, he got fined for that.
Huh?
I think he got fined for that, bro.
No way.
I want to say I'm gonna have to look into it for that, but yeah, I think that he got fined for that backwards huddle, bro. I don't know what the fine was, but I want to say that he really, really did get fined. Let me look into it right now.
Well, we got some dead air while you're looking at it. I think the Eagles, we were talking a lot of shit about Sirianni earlier in the year, and I think he's showing you, no, I'm a good coach. Look at what I can do. And I think the Eagles are doing okay. Now they're behind Washington in the division. We can talk about Washington all day. Jaden Daniels, they got way better. They got Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints. We should have talked probably trades, but they just got Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints. Washington's here to come. They're here to stay. They're here to play. I think Marshawn and Dan Quinn's system is going to do very well. But yeah, these boys are not playing around, man. I think the NFL season is getting great. Before you find if he's gotten fined or not, I do want to just give a second to the fans. This has been a quick show. It's just been me and Antonio the last 2 shows. It might be us next week. I'll have a better show out planned for next week. This one was going to be a quick one just for us to kind of go in. I know we had the election. A lot of people are on the fence either way. But we got a new president. Like I said, we're fixing our Instagram. It's fixed. It's done. I'll push it out more. We'll change our Facebook. The group Brickshots U. Add us on that. I'll send another round of invites to see if I just missed anybody. Tonio's going to do the same.
Yeah.
I'm also tracking. We do got to post in there more. I know. But we really appreciate you guys kind of festering with us. I will say we've now had 140 episodes, which is kind of bonkers to think about. That's almost 3 years of every week doing this together. We just really appreciate you guys listening. Tony, did you find it yet?
It got fined for unnecessary roughness to the helmet. I don't know if that's related, but he got fined in the game for it, and I think it was for that plate, which is crazy as fuck.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
But I got a little trivia for you, Billy.
Oh, we got some trivia type.
Yeah, and then we can get up out of here.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brickshots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
All right.
Guess we got reintroduced right middle of the show. But Billy, so
Yes.
we just talked about Derrick Henry eclipsing his 100 rushing touchdown, not 100 100-yard games.
Or, excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
His 100 touchdown. Can you name me the other 9 running backs who have over 100 touchdowns?
LT.
LT is number 2 on the list at 145, which is a lot. Good Jesus.
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith is number 1 on the list with 164.
Is Barry on the list?
Barry just missed it. He's right at 99.
Oh, he is. That's the thing with Barry. Yeah. Sweetness isn't on there, huh?
Sweet Feet is on the list at number 5 with 110. That's Walter Payton for you people that don't know.
Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin, 90.
AP is on there. Has to be, right?
AP is number 4 with 120.
When's he get in the Hall of Fame? When did he retire? He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So right now you have the number 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, and 8 with Derrick Henry.
Number 3. Frank Gore?
Frank Gore is crazily.
He's third in rushing yards.
He's number 20 in touchdowns, though.
Damn. I'm trying to think. Damn, now I'm just tripping.
Gotta
Marshall
think.
Faulk.
Marshall Faulk is number 10 with 100.
Oof.
Or, yeah, he'd be number 10.
Edgerrin James?
Nah. Edgerrin James is number 22.
All right, so I got 5.
Yeah, you gotta start thinking early 2000s, 90s, 80s.
No, that's where I'm kind of at. Herschel Walker.
Nah, little. Yeah, I don't see Herschel Walker in the top 30.
Damn. Eric Dickerson?
Eric Dixon, number 14.
Oof. Okay. It wouldn't be Priest Holmes.
Herschel Walker's at 51. God damn.
Damn. I thought he did good shit for the Cowboys.
Mark Ingram has more touchdowns than Herschel Walker.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know that. You gotta give me some help now, Antonio, because now I'm
Come on, bro. So, this person, when you think about Sweet Feet, you gotta mention him as well.
Gale Sayers?
Nah, but you in that same realm. Come on, Billy. Walter Payton, Gale Sayers, old backs, bro. Like, who was a fucking monster back then, bro? Other than Walter Payton, black guy. Let you know that. City, where one of your favorite athletes ever played for.
See, now I'm more confused.
That's crazy, bro. If I give you any more, bro, it's like giving it to you, bro. Older dude just died recently. Not too, probably like 3-4 years ago, recent.
Franco?
Nah, bro. Come on, man. You overthinking this one, Billy. This one should be really easy.
I think I am. Yes.
Just beat y'all.
Not Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Jesus Christ, Billy.
I just didn't think back then they would have that many touchdowns. That's the only reason I would have said Jim Brown first.
Yeah, okay, 106.
Damn. OJ didn't get 100.
Nah. This dude, Hall of Famer, really never hear about him. You never hear about him getting in no trouble. He just cool, smooth dude. Back in the fucking, let's see, he played between 1982, 97.
Terrell Davis.
Nah.
Oh. That motherfucker's name is TD. He ain't on the top 10? Damn.
No.
To 97. Who did he play for?
Chargers.
Who the fuck? Not LT. I'm not gonna get that. I don't know who the fuck.
Yes, you is, bro.
Oof. Played for the.
I'm lying. Not the Chargers. Wait. I'm lying. He played for the Raiders.
97.
And the Chiefs.
Raiders running backs. Hall of Fame. What number is he? Who do I have so far? Hold on. Go tell me who I got.
So you have Emmitt Smith number 1, LaDainian Tomlinson number 2, AP 4, Walter Payton 5, Jim Brown 6, Derrick Henry 8, and 10 is Marshall Faulk.
Raiders to the Chiefs. Who would have done that?
And Terrell Davis is 54th.
God damn.
This dude has the same last name as offensive lineman from the Cowboys that just died recently, who was also fast on his feet.
Williams? No, Allen. Oh, not Larry Allen. Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen's number 3 with 123.
I don't know why I get that. I was thinking Bo Jackson for some reason.
Nah, I don't see his name on the.
He didn't play enough.
Now this dude, you probably never gonna get because he didn't even play. Well, they didn't even consider it a running back when he played.
He was a halfback back then.
Nah, he was a fullback.
It's not All-Star.
Nah,
I don't know.
He played. He played in 1971 to 1985. He's actually the only white guy on the fucking list. Top 10.
Damn, that hurts.
His first name is John. His first name is John. I feel like you're not gonna get it. It don't matter if I give you John Riggins.
No, I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's Tim Riggins for the show that I told you to watch. That's his granddad.
Oh shit, okay.
I don't know if that's true. I just made it up. But you're just missing number 9, Billy. And this one, we talk about him all the time. We mention running backs all the time. He was really good from like 2000 to 2006, maybe even 7.
Fred Taylor?
Nah. I mean, he was good, but
am I in the ballpark with Fred Taylor?
No.
Oh, Priest Holmes? Larry Johnson?
Priest 16, Fred Taylor 40.
Damn.
Second.
40?
Bro, Cam Newton's 26 on this list.
And Fred Taylor 40, we want him in the Hall of Fame? That is crazy. Who do you
This one's really easy, Billy. Like video game covered and everything, bro.
Eddie George. Golly.
It ain't Eddie George, bro.
What? Hold on. Then who the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, Billy. We talk about this every time we bring up running back. Video game, 2,000-yard season, I think. Maybe not. Maybe.
Not CJ2K.
Nah, it ain't 2K.
Hold on. Video game. Not Jerome Bettis.
Eddie George 38th behind Maurice Jones-Drew. Damn. Bro wouldn't have hit Shorty, he'd probably be in fucking top 15.
Damn. Who did he play for?
Seattle.
Not Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander, Billy. Like, you made this shit so fucking hard.
No, because it's like I feel like I'm thinking like it ain't gonna be those guys that I think. Like
yeah, like, they're really good, Billy. I don't see why it wouldn't be those guys. But yeah, he number 9. Him and Marshall Faulk got like a tie thing going on. So I guess since he did it later, they got Marshall Faulk at 10 and him at 9, but both of them have 100. Derrick Henry actually got 101. So
yeah,
Derrick Henry before the end of the season will probably be at 6 on his list.
Yeah, and he has probably another season to do this.
Yeah, so I don't know if he'll get to 140-ish, but I do think he'll end up number 3 on the list because it's 123.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he does have like a crazy postseason with y'all, maybe 145 is number 2. I don't think anybody's eclipsing Emmett though. He played for fucking 14 years. So yeah,
that's a long time for running back.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Hey, this is 2 episodes in a row. It was just you and me.
Yeah, I like it. It was cool, but we missed the other guys, man. Hope everything's going well out there. Like Billy said, y'all make sure y'all look us up on all socials. We're really good at this. Not bragging or boasting, but we're really good. And we just have a good time, bro. So, yeah, it's just 2 regular dudes talking about sports. So, y'all got opinions. Y'all think we suck. Y'all love us. Bro, go and write about it. Put ideas in the Facebook page, on the IG. TikTok coming soon. I know a lot of people got TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok's coming soon for sure. Y'all go follow us there. Put ideas in for the show. What y'all want to talk about, we'll come over here and talk about it. Y'all don't like what we said, come in and be like, well, I just felt this way. And we'll get to where we post your questions on the show and then answer them right there. We got to get back into going live. People asking me like, hey, when y'all gonna go live again? That's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. All this hype down about the election and stuff. So stuff will calm down in the next few weeks, I'm hoping. And we'll be able to go live where everybody ain't talking about politics on Facebook and all that shit. And we can just talk about sports, which makes the world go round. We've been your host. I'm Tonio, and that's my dog Billy, and I'll see y'all next week.
Appreciate it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.